Hello all. In earlier times, PE ratio was considered as one of the main parameters in value investing. The lowest the PE, the most undervalued it was considered. But in current scenario, only this parameter if considered may end up in dangerous value traps. PE measures the current share price to its peer share earnings, that is the EPS. EPS is detailed out in our session of owner's earnings versus EPS. EPS as in earnings per share. That session of owner's earning versus EPS I will be uploading in the near future. P is also sometimes known as price multiple or the earnings multiple. P ratio indicates the dollar amount an investor can expect to invest in a company in order to receive $1 of that company earnings in future. That is, if PE is 20 for a company A, then the investor is willing to pay 20 rupees for that 1 rupee of current earnings. PE ratio is also compared between the peer companies to know the relative valuation of the particular company or stock we are analyzing. PE is also compared with the same company's historical PE records or the industrial PE. PE may be estimated on a trailing, that is backward looking, or forward, that is future projected basis as well. A higher PE ratio would mean that a company's stock is overvalued, or else another possibility is that the investors are expecting high growth rates in the future, so that it's priced in the current market price. Companies that have no earnings or that are loss making, that is those are having a negative EPS, do not have a PE ratio, since there is nothing that is a positive value to be put in the denominator. Now you can see on my screen the equation as we discussed earlier. The PE ratio is market value per share, which is the current market price, divided by the earnings per share, which is the EPS. Now, as per my experience, on an additional aspect to add here is that many a times the company earnings are so low due to the poor show by the company for some quarters, and hence investors punish the stock by selling it off by reducing the market price as well. So the investors oversell the stock so that the numerator, that is the current market price, falls much higher compared to the denominator value of EPS. That results in a PE that would be very less. So this may not mean that the stock is cheap. It seems cheap due to the poor performance of the company. Now the important fact is that an intelligent investor has to think against the crowd and go deep into evaluating the actual scenario about this stock, which is having a lower PE. If it's a good business and a good management, then many times due to some one-time odd conditions, the profit of the company would have gone down and that the EPS would have dropped and the stock would have been oversold as a reaction against this, thus making a lower PE ratio. But if by other analysis like free cash flow projection, debt level evaluation, ROE ratios, ROCE ratios, etc., if we are convinced of earnings pickup in future and clear futuristic earnings visibility, then it's a buying opportunity as per me. But there are value traps, especially in cheap penny stocks wherein PE would be lower due to poor business model, poor management, that is the management who is handling this particular company, and maybe due to huge debts which cannot be paid with the assets they have, because it's a penny stock. Better to not get into PE valuation of such penny stocks and stay away from them. So also to avoid the wrong PE PE judgment with respect to a few loss-making quarters, it's advisable also to look at an average PE for a period, say last 3 years or even last 5 years, so that we know the realistic PE valuation of the particular company. Because if there is a there is a pandemic now, so the quarterly earnings has gone down, so the EPS would be very low and the PE will be wrongly evaluated. So if we see last 5 years, then it will average out all the situations and it will really show the actual PE valuations. As a last word, PE shall not be seen in isolation like other ratios, but shall be evaluated along with other evaluation criteria and ratios, so that we make a wise investment decision of picking the right stock which creates wealth and value over a longer term. Happy investing.